Extreme Rules then. Is Extreme Rules going to be better or worse than Fight for the Fallen? We will find out in due course. We're going to start off with a big one because I forgot to do it in order because the cruiserweights are definitely going to go on the pre-show. But we're going to do it in what order I've done here. No holds barred match. Big guys up first. Undertaker, Roman versus Shane and Drew McIntyre.
Well, in a shocking turn of events, I've gone for Taker and Roman. It's a feel-good moment. It's just easy. I say it's a feel-good moment. It's not for me because I don't give a toss about Taker anymore. But yeah, it'll be an okay match, I'm sure, but it won't be anything to write home about. I've just seen Matt's description for the match. Matt's...
don't read all that out. That's harsh. We might not like the guy. We don't want him to get injured. Thank you, Matt.
Taker and Roman, stupid match. Hope Shane injures himself badly.
We don't hope Shane gets injured.
Matt does. We don't. Smoothly.
To be very controversial on everyone else's...
You haven't said Smoothman's yet.
I will. I'm going to go for Shane and Drew. Taker's going to go for Taker. Smoothman's going to go for Taker and Roman because I didn't say his first because he said couldn't care less, so I couldn't care less about his prediction. I'm going to go for Shane and Drew. Drew McIntyre will pin Undertaker, leading to a match at SummerSlam between Drew McIntyre and Undertaker. Drew McIntyre will finally retire the Undertaker.
Taker's going to stay. Taker's not going to retire until the Saudi money dries up.
I don't think he will because judging by his face after the last one, he definitely thought, I can't do this anymore. He's got enough money. He's probably thought to himself and spoken to Michelle McCool and thought, I'm not doing this. Give me one last run in America to make my career go out on top. Give me someone who I can put over. Who needs to be put over more than anyone at the moment because he constantly loses. And that is a man with a devastating Claymore kick in Drew McIntyre.
I love that, but I can't see it happening, but I love that.
Yeah, I get to the same match at SummerSlam, but via a different route. I think we're going to see Roman Reigns get beaten up for 15, 20 minutes. This is WWE. Yeah. Eventually get the hot tag to Undertaker to hit his moves, all three of them. He'll then pin Shane. And then Drew's going to beat the hell out of him.
Can't pin Shane. Shane's the best in the world.
I think this is how you write Shane off of TV for a little while.
I think they need to do that.
He's next WWE champion, mate. Can't do that.
No, I think this is how you write him off of TV. Because let's face it, if you're Paul Heyman or Eric Bischoff, do you want Shane McMahon on your TV show?
No.
I don't know. He's the boss's son after all, isn't
he? Yeah, but do you see either of those guys going, oh, well, okay, then?
I'm not going to comment. Someone's knocking on the door. Somebody's ringing my bell. Aleister Black, Cesaro. Anyone's got anything other than Aleister Black, I think they're pretty dumb.
Yeah, this one surely doesn't even count for points, does it? For this
no, not for you,
thing? Yeah, because it's so obvious.
It's Aleister Black. It's going to be
the first one, to be fair.
I was going to say, yeah, it will be Aleister Black, and we know that's fine. But this will be a really good match.
It should be much
because they've been building Cesaro for a while now. And I mean, yes, he's just going to be fed to Black, but it's going to be a really good match. An almost NXT-esque style match, I think, is one we got coming up. Matt has gone for, wow, quite blunt.
Black. Blunt explanation.
If he loses, he's dead, is what Matt has just said about Aleister Black.
So someone's getting injured, and now someone's going to die. Smith has gone for Aleister Black, his first big single feud. Think he might win here.
Cheers,
Smooth. And he's gone for Aleister Black. I've gone for Ali Black as well. I like what they've done because I always said for weeks that it should be Randy Orton because Randy Orton can eat a pin. He can lose. It's fine, and he's the type of person to put over someone and have a really good match. Cesaro can do that as well. Cesaro can eat a pinfall loss here. It's fine. And what I really want to see is Black Mass. Cesaro spits his gum shield, make the Black Mass look insanely good. Spit that gum shield into row F.
Kick his teeth back up into his face.
Kick the braces off him.
Yeah.
It can't be anyone other than Aleister Black, really, can it? We assume you've gone for Aleister Black as well, Kev. Chris has already written it down.
Yes, absolutely.
Next up, last man standing match. Last monster standing match, if you will. Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Braun Strowman.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, it's going to be Strowman in a feud that, I mean, if this is designed to elevate Strowman, then okay, I guess. I mean, they had a really good sort of throw around of each other last week on Raw. That was cool. If it's more of the same like that, then yeah, I'm all for it. Strowman's going to win. Simple, really, isn't it? Matt has gone for, I believe, Strowman as well. Bobo Lashley. Wait, what? He's gone for Bobby Lashley.
Over Lolo? Jesus.
Nobody gives a monkeys. Oh, cheers, mate.
Smoothman's gone for Strowman as well, saying that I really don't care about this. I even nearly picked Sting. I think we should change it to Sting anyway.
Yeah, we'll change to Sting. Kev.
The spot with at the top of the ramp with the Titantron, that really invested me in this match. And then Bobby Lashley came back on Raw, and I was like, I don't care. So I've gone for Braun Strowman, because there's obviously this whole thing that Paul Heyman really likes him. If you're going to come out saying that someone really likes someone else and then he loses, what's the point? So yeah, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, it's going to be Strowman with bells on, because the Heyman thing is that he's going to go back to being an actual monster, going around just killing everyone constantly. So he's got to start here. I think not only does it need to be Strowman, it needs to be Strowman spectacularly and quite quickly.
I was tempted to go for a draw. I almost went for a draw, because I think they want Bobby Lashley to be good, but it's Bobby Lashley at the end of the day. And I think they'll try everything to make Bobby Lashley look good. But like I said, it's Bobby Lashley at the end of the day. So
yeah.
The pre-show match, which I assume it's not, I don't think it's been announced yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be pre-show match. Because it's cruiserweights, and cruiserweights need to be on the pre-show to make everyone else look good. Drew Gulak, the champion, versus Tony Nese.
I've gone Drew Gulak. It's his first proper pay-per-view title defense. I believe it's his first title defense so far.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Then, well, yeah, I think he needs to. I think he needs to win it. To be honest, I don't want to. I don't think there's on sort of B level pay-per-views. There needs to be maybe one or two title changes, but I don't think this is one of them. So no. Matt has also, I presume, gone for Drew Gulak as well. He has. Reasoning, you don't have him lose his first title defense unless he wasn't supposed to win the title in the first place. Sound logic from Matt, and no one's dying in this version, so fair enough.
Cool. Smoothman's gone for Drew Gulak as well. If he loses the title this soon, it's friggin' criminal. Smoothman can't be losing that. The language like friggin' in the reactions. I've gone for Drew Gulak because he is my boy, and Tony needs to have a good run, but it's time for the Gulak to reign supreme over 205 Live. Kevin.
Got to be Gulak. Gulak's got a big weekend ahead of him. He's got he's on the Evolve show, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's happening as well, isn't it? We'd opt in predictions for that.
What, Evolve?
Yeah.
We better not. We might get some backlash for that.
Yeah,
you gone for Gulak, yeah?
Yes.
We'll move on then. Raw Tag Team Championship match. Revival as the champions. Definitely didn't forget that they were champions versus the Usos. Should be a very good match, but who have you got?
Yeah, I've gone for the Usos on the basis that you forgot that Revival were the champions. That speaks volumes, really, doesn't it? Vince clearly, I mean, the whole situation, the Revival and management is borderline well documented. I think it's time for the Usos, as long as they stop this, just stop being wacky characters and go back to have a little bit more attitude like they used to have. I'm down with Usos being champions again. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, bloody hell, Matt. Usos are winning. He says, his description, apparently Usos autocorrects to ISIS. So be thankful I realised that wasn't my pick. Vince hates the Revival. Cheers to that one, Matt.
Cool. Smoothman has gone for the Revival.
Okay.
Let me just write that out. He says that as much as the Usos deserve to be champions again, we have seen it before. We've seen the Revival be champions before as well, Smoothman. So I don't think it matters. I've predicted the Revival as well. I think the Usos probably need to win it at SummerSlam. I would think. It's locked in now. I can't change it. I'm going to go for the Revival. I think WWE want to try and butter them up a little bit to try and see if they want to sign new contracts. And if they say, look, you can be champions, you can run the tag team division for a bit, let's try and make this work. It won't work.
Because they don't care about tag division.
It's their way of trying to do it, I think. So I've gone for the Revival to spearhead the Raw's tag team division to go up against AEW's. Kevin.
I also think it would be the Revival. They have a new shirt out on the WWE store, and it's awesome.
I did see it. I was tempted.
It's a nice shirt. And not only do I think it would be the Revival, I think this would be the best tag match you see all weekend.
Oh. It should be. It should be. SmackDown Tag Team Champions now. Going from one dead division to another one. Daniel Bryan and Rowan, the champions, versus the New Day team of Big E and Xavier Woods versus Heavy Machinery, Otis and Take. Chris, who have you got and why?
I think I'm going to regret this. I've got New Day. It's a tough call because, I mean, down the line, I've got Kofi retaining as well. So I've got New Day holding all their equivalent gold for a little while until SummerSlam, when that's all going to change. But yeah, New Day for me. I think it sort of ties in with the SummerSlam storyline coming up. Matt, he's gone for the New Day with Riesling being pancakes in it.
Good, fantastic. Smoothman has, I believe, gone for Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Yes, he has. He said, as much as I could see a title change hands here, there could be heel shenanigans. Spelt heel as in I'm going to heal you, not heel as in bad guy heel.
You're a teacher.
You're a teacher, Smoothman, learn English. HM to take the pin, Heavy Machinery to take the pin. Like I said earlier, I've also gone for Daniel Bryan and Rowan. And I don't know why, because I kind of want to see New Day hold all the gold. But at the same time, I don't. And I think Daniel Bryan and Rowan probably... I like what they're doing with the tag team division at the moment. They've been saying that they want to build it up to be strong. I think they deserve that chance to do it. Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Kevin, who have you got and why?
See, despite saying earlier on that I agreed that Heavy Machinery are there to take the pin, I wouldn't be surprised to see them win it. I think they've been built up quite nicely. I think it's time to get Daniel Bryan back in the singles division again, because I'm assuming there's going to be a WWE title change. So we need to get him back in the singles division. No, I'll go Heavy Machinery. As much fun as it would be seeing the New Day win the tag titles on the same night Kofi loses the WWE title, because there's a story there. There's definitely a story there that would be a lot of fun. I'm going to go Heavy Machinery just to be different.
We all know how much you'd like to be different, don't you?
I do like to be different. You can't win if you're not different.
Exactly. Another match in that contender, the United States Championship match. Ricochet as a champion defending against your boy, Mr. Too Sweet himself, AJ Styles.
I've gone against what I just said about B shows having one or two title changes. I've gone AJ because if they're building the club up again into something that's going to run the show, or to an extent, then they have to have him beat Ricochet. You can't have just a beat down afterwards. I've just seen who you've gone for, Jack. Fair enough. But yeah, I've made a prediction. I'll go with AJ. It's a 50-50 call, but I've gone AJ for this one. And Matt has also... He's going to go on AJ as well, isn't he? Yeah, he's gone AJ. Yes, he has selected AJ. Hate the fact that Ricochet is being ruined further. Ruined further? Really? Okay. But there's no point in bringing the club back together unless AJ's winning.
Club. In the club. Smoothman has also gone AJ Styles and said the club will interfere with heelish, spelt right this time, nice one, Smoothman, heelish tactics, screw over Ricochet. Now, I've gone for Ricochet. The club will interfere, but interfere too much, and it will cause a DQ. Ricochet to retain that way, leading to a match at SummerSlam, leading to AJ Styles winning the title on a big stage. So Ricochet to retain here.
I've had too many title changes. I've got at least one of these wrong.
See, I'm also going Ricochet because you don't need two mid-level titles in one faction. And if they're going to do the club, they've got to do it properly and get Mr. Intercontinental Champion involved as well. So I think eventually we head there and AJ Styles is your main event leader and goes in for the Universal title. So I think Ricochet wins here, and this is just a transitional feud to get a cool match, put Ricochet over big, because Ricochet's been main eventing Raw the last few weeks. Clearly, Paul Heyman likes him.
Yes, and he's rumoured for a big push at some point. Whether that means a big push for the United States belt or the Universal belt, we'll have to wait.
It could be. I could see him being on the cover of one of the WWE games in the next year or two. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, probably. SmackDown Women's Championship: Bayley versus the champion. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a handicap match.
Bayley to retain. She does have momentum. I mean, yes, she feels like a third wheel in this feud, but she still has momentum behind her. Don't mess it up just yet. Going by what you guys were saying earlier on about Sasha Banks coming down, that kind of ties in with everything. Fair enough. Maybe to make the save at the end. Sure, that's cool. But Bayley retained
and then beat the hell out of her to set up Bayley versus Banks at SummerSlam.
Shut up!
I didn't want you to steal it from me.
Who's Matt Cole?
We ain't getting joint champs. Alexa ain't winning. Cross ain't winning. This is where Alexa turns on Cross after the match. That's the most likely thing to happen. Is that there's going to be Bliss and turn on Cross.
Smoothman thinks otherwise. Issues with Bliss and Cross. Cross could turn. I wouldn't mind Nikki Cross turning.
Yeah, I'd like it.
But Alexa Bliss. Well, actually, it doesn't mean that she'll turn babyface because a heel beating up a heel doesn't automatically make the heel getting beaten up babyface. But can you have a heel versus heel feud?
Well, we'll see what happens with Io Shirai soon anyway, because Io Shirai's in a heel feud with Shayna Baszler now, isn't she?
They haven't really sorted it out on
they will be
quite yet. I've gone for Bayley as well because Mr. Spoiler Alert over there has ruined what I was going to say.
Obviously where they're going. That's
Sasha
how
Banks
they've convinced
come
Sasha
down.
Banks to come back because she's winning the title at SummerSlam.
Sasha Banks is going to come down, help Bayley. She's going to pop the crowd, help Bayley,
and then beat the hell out of her.
Raise the hands, cuddle,
and then we finally get the boss.
Finally,
heels
NXT, Sasha Banks, SummerSlam, she's going to win the title there. Yeah. And then that builds up a feud on SmackDown of Bayley versus Sasha. And then on Raw, you can have Alexa Bliss, blame Nikki Cross, beat her down. And then you can have that feud.
Exactly.
Instantly, you've got two feuds in different women's divisions. Perfect. It makes so much sense.
I love
the only way you can do it.
I love it. I don't know. So who've you actually got to win the match?
Who, me? I've gone for Bayley.
I've gone Bayley as well. Yeah, Bayley.
Okay, fine.
You have to have Bayley win. You can't have joint champions.
Because you have to have the feel-good moment of Sasha coming back and helping her win.
Yeah, she's going to get
before she turns on her.
She's going to pop the boys when she comes back. She's then going to pop the boys even harder when she turns heel. So it's simple maths.
Or Bayley turns on Sasha like she did last year.
Nah, where's the fun in that?
But that was really good though for a week.
You can have a bit more creative freedom as a heel, and I think that's probably what Sasha Banks is aiming for. The one that I didn't want to predict because I think it's quite unpredictable and I don't like it, and it's Kofi versus Samoa Joe.
Kofi wins. To me, Kofi wins. And then New Day have all the gold they can have for a little while. Ties it over to SummerSlam where someone. Whether someone cashes in or whether someone beats Kofi for the title there. But in the meantime, it's a bit of a New Day run up until SummerSlam for me personally. Matt has gone for Joe should be the winner here, but he isn't Vince's man. Now I do agree with that. I kind of get the impression that Joe certainly isn't a Vince guy. But yes, he's gone for Kofi to win.
Smoothman's gone for Samosa Joseph.
Interesting.
Saying now is the time to take the title of Kofi to give it to Joe. Joe needs to begin to look strong while holding a main event title. I've left mine blank.
No contest?
The entire week, ever since this feud started, I was like, Samoa Joe's winning. It's obvious. Samoa Joe's winning. But
Brock ain't cashing in on Samoa Joe. Brock's cashing in on Kofi, not Joe.
Don't add Brock. I'm not thinking about Brock.
But that's how you know who wins.
Kofi, are they going to have Kofi drop the title on a B show, essentially? Or are they going to wait?
If it means the cash-in happens, then it doesn't matter whether Kofi drops the title on a B show.
I'm not thinking about Brock. Stop bringing Brock into this.
But then you set up Brock and Joe.
WWE champion.
But then you get Brock and Joe again. Remember Brock and Joe? The feud for Brock and Joe was amazing. Just remember that. He's protecting you.
Plus, we get babyface Samoa Joe then as well, which would be amazing.
Because that would work tremendously. Tremendously, as Chris Eubank once again would say.
Stupendous. Dead air. Make a decision.
I've got my buttons on the S key and the K key, so it's not helping whatsoever.
Go with Ziggler. Go on. You know you want to
put him down for a draw. He's run out of time. Therefore it becomes a draw.
I'm going for Samoa Joe. I've done for it. He was my first pick. He was my first pick all week, ever since the feud started. Samoa Joe's gonna win. Maybe?
Kevo, what are you going for?
Kofi, and then Brock cashes in.
But then,
why would you do that here when you could do it at SummerSlam?
But you could do it at SummerSlam.
Because then you can do Brock and Joe at SummerSlam.
But is that a main event show? Is that main event Brock and Joe?
Babyface Joe it is.
The one thing that I've been...
Or you could do Brock and Kevin Owens at SummerSlam.
That was the thing. On Tuesday, I was like, Kevin Owens to turn babyface. Kevin Owens needs to face someone. Finn Balor's a face. He's not going to face him. Ricochet's a face. Not going to face him.
Vince is never putting two fat lads together in a main event, so it ain't going to be Joe against Owens.
Unless you're in a tag team.
Not when Seth and Becky are dating. I don't know.
What, you think Brock Lesnar for the WWE title isn't going to main event the show?
He didn't WrestleMania.
It's main event.
Only because he was losing.
Yeah. Joe and Brock have main evented before on Great Balls of Fire, I believe it was. Sounds good. But no, that's why I said it was. I think I just can't get my head around it. Brock just adds, which is why Brock's perfect for Money in the Bank, because it just adds a whole new element that I don't want to see, but I want to see it.
It's a dynamic that we're all frightened
Plus,
of.
the Fox TV deal starts, September?
October.
So you need that title on Brock before then.
Oh yeah, that can happen at SummerSlam. That's fine.
Happening. So do it at SummerSlam. We'll move on.
You got to have Kofi against Big E at SummerSlam.
Is Brock guaranteed SmackDown now? Is it basically nailed on that Brock's going to Brock's going to Fox?
That's the really strong rumor.
It'll make sense.
Brock's the champion as they head to Fox.
Because you could have the ultimate bastard move is right at the end of SummerSlam. You got Seth's arms raised. Brock comes out and just wipes the floor with him. He goes, "Yep, see you later." Similar to how Seth did Brock at Mania with the whole cash in there.
I think whoever wins the main event at SummerSlam is going to be your champion on SmackDown in October.
So it's Roman Reigns, confirmed. Next up, talking about Seth Rollins, a winner-takes-all Extreme Rules match. Seth Rollins as the Universal Champion and girlfriend, did you know, Becky Lynch as the Raw Women's Champion versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. If Baron and Lacey lose, they will not get another shot until SummerSlam, apparently.
Oh, good.
That's not seriously the stipulation. I thought it was they don't get another shot ever.
Probably. They will get another shot. It's Baron Corbin. He's a handsome guy with confidence.
Don't get another shot for as long as those two are champions. That's how it was put.
Don't get another shot until next week on Raw.
Yeah.
These both need taking off TV for a year and repackaging completely.
Baron Corbin's handsome. Give Chris his airtime. He needs to say why.
I know. I don't need to add anything other than this is shite, and I don't want to see it.
Don't worry. I've seen what Matt's put, so you'll have fun reading that.
Oh, for God's sake! Right, of course. Wait, what? Matt's gone for Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin.
The only way this is any good is if this is when they decide, actually, you know what, we are doing intergender matches, and you have Baron Corbin and Becky Lynch beat the hell out of each other.
They won't do that.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
No, but no. What you're going to get is you're going to get Becky Lynch winning by putting a disarmer on Baron Corbin. Okay, so Matt has put Evans and Corbin. Vince bought himself 5 years of trolling with WrestleMania 35 in his eyes. What's more trolling than giving the Universal title to a man who's proved to not be a draw and the women's title to a diva? Question mark.
He's handsome, and she's a former Marine, so it makes so much sense.
But she's a heel.
This movement has gone for Rollins and Becky Lynch as well. It's saying this silliness needs to bloody stop. Stop. First it was friggin', and now it's bloody.
Oh,
Smooth. Keep the titles. Keep titles. Move away.
Good
Smooth.
sentence,
You're a teacher. English. Keep titles. Move away. Like I'm on a comma there somewhere. Keep titles. Just remove keep titles. It doesn't make sense there. Move away from this man's man bull crap. This movement's going.
They're not moving away from that. They've got t-shirts.
And tell different stories. I've gone for Seth and Becky because if they want people to be interested in the product, they're not going to put it on Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin, are they? Unless Brock cashes in here on Baron Corbin, and then Brock is your biggest babyface.
Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
no.
It's WWE. It doesn't have to make sense.
Obviously, Seth and Becky win.
Yeah.
Unless...
Oh, God.
No, I'm going for them, but I would be quite tempted to have Corbin and Evans win at the pay-per-view and then drop the titles back on Raw the next night, just to give people a reason to watch Raw.
Watch Raw.
That is right. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, they might not watch Raw this week, but if your two big titles change hands, they'll watch Raw the next week.
Yeah.
If you establish titles change hands on Raw.